And we are live. Oh my gosh, look at all the people in the chat and like from all over the place. Ah.
It's so exciting. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here with us. Hi. Hi, Jen.
I have like little Jen Swift and Amy. I am Jen Swift, Well Crafted Studio, and this is my best craft bestie. And do you want to introduce yourself a little bit, Amy?
Yes, I'm Amy Romeu of Amy Romeu Crafts, and Jen and I co-host the Cricut Crafting Adventure Summit in the spring, and we're so excited to be here for a holiday version this year. Yay!
Like Snoopy on the Christmas Carol when he's our Charlie Brown Christmas show where he's like, you know, da 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 da, that kind of excited,
Yes.
right? Like
Yes,
it's just
super
so
excited.
exciting.
It's been a long time, though we've been working on this and we're finally here, so I'm super excited.
I think it's like a year ago that we were just like I was like, hey, I've got this idea and we should like do this like based on the European Christmas markets because it's like travel themed, and we were just like not really sure how to pull it together. And you're like, yeah, okay. And I was just like, really? And so it's just something we've kind of talked about for a while. And so I'm really excited that we're actually doing it. It was kind of a crazy thing to pull together, and I'm really happy how it did pull together. But we can talk about that in a little bit. But Amy,
yeah, so super excited. Yes.
We already have a ton of people that are signed up.
Yes, we have 23,000 people as of tonight. And I suspect the number will go up because there's always those last minute travelers, you know, that are running to the train station. Actually, I'm sending a little last minute email to our list. And I included some cute little, like, you know, are you the one who's always late to the train, or, you know, running to catch your flight?
Always me.
Anyway, I suspect we'll probably end up closer to 25,000 before we start tomorrow, which is so exciting.
Yeah, well, you know, I honestly wasn't sure, and you guys can like tell us in the chat, but I was honestly not sure how many people would actually want to start. Like who was going to be ready for like a holiday like event like this in October? Like it's not Halloween yet, and we're already like talking Christmas crafts. But that's kind of what we have to do in the crafting world, right?
It really is. You know, it's good to get started early. And I've talked about that a lot too. And like the emails that I've been sending for us, just reminding people this is a great time to get a head start on your crafting. And wouldn't it feel great to be like ahead this year instead of at the end and you're wishing you had started earlier? So it's a win-win. We get to have fun adventuring and checking out new holiday places and their traditions, and we get ahead on our holiday crafting and gift giving.
Yeah, I will say that I have a so there's always like the bin of stuff that I like. So I'll go, yeah, because the first step is always shopping, and so I'll go buy the stuff that I want to make, and then it'll like, you know, and at the end, like Christmas is like almost here, and I'm like cleaning up because we're gonna have guests, and I'm like throwing all that stuff in a bin, and it's like all unmade craft supplies, and then tossing it underneath our foosball table just to hide it.
Yeah.
And it's because, you know, I run out of time. It's like big ideas and not enough time. And you don't want to like not do the things and enjoy the actual season and say, oh, sorry, I can't, like, you know, because you want to be able to enjoy it and your holiday traditions.
I agree. Like last year, I made a really cool T-shirt quilt for my oldest of all.
I didn't know you did that.
Yeah. So, I didn't make it. I sent it to a place that made them. But it's funny because it took a long time and I didn't think about it. And I just got an email from that place and they said, hey, you know, it's time to, if you want it for Christmas, you need to send us the stuff. And I want to make one for Nick. So those kind of things just catch up with you and you don't realize, oh, I should have started that earlier.
Yep.
But we've had so many of our attendees that got the VIP pass and have had access to the projects that have been crafting early. And it's so fun to see all the things they've already made for Christmas, like gifts, decor for their home. Super, super fun.
Yeah, actually, as we do our coffee chats each morning, I thought I would post some of those like projects that other people, like the people in our group, have done, so that you guys can see you know, people, adventurers like you, like the things that they've made, not just like the super uber pretty thing that like the instructor or like the tour guide has made, but like, you know, like you know, because it's so, isn't it fun to see like the different colors and the different, like, all the different ways that people have done things?
It really is. That makes me so happy. I love seeing. Yeah. And I really love it when people say, I didn't have this material, so I used something different. Like, I love that, you know, like they got creative and they just made it work. And I love that so much.
Yeah, I do too. and I know that talking to the other tour guides too, like everybody is always like, oh my gosh, my favorite thing about this is that, people are like as a tour guide or one of our instructors, as you're like, going through the Facebook group, you start getting some like feedback, and you start getting like people excited and people making your thing. And it's like, that is like the most fulfilling thing, because we are like in our little house in like all by ourselves, and to actually like throw something out on the internet and then have like people in their homes sharing like, what they did with it is just like the coolest thing ever, I think. So
it really is. I love that. That makes me so happy. I get so excited, especially when it's like the first person to make your project.
Yeah.
I get really excited about that. Yeah, that's super fun.
And Kelly, who is going to be coming on later this week, Kelly Rosso, as one of our guests, she actually like sent me a DM like over or over something is like squealing, like because she was so excited because she saw people making stuff in like her things in the group, which are so cute.
Oh, I love that.
And we're gonna like preview some of those in just a few minutes. But yeah, so it's like a pretty awesome start. Did you really? So what did you think when I went ahead and said we were going to do the Christmas markets?
At first, I thought it was very ambitious. I was like, oh my gosh, but it's a really, really cool idea. It was a super cool idea. I just thought it would be like there's so many countries and there's so many Christmas markets, and I didn't know how we would kind of narrow it down. But you did all that heavy lifting and you figured it out, and it's really, really genius how it came together. The way Jen and I work is Jen will have like a crazy idea, and I'll tell her, if you want to do it, you have to figure it out, and then she'll figure it out. And
or I won't. But then,
like, well, okay,
you're stuck. That's funny.
Yeah. And I'm like, well, I told her if she figured it out, we could do it. So that's kind of what she did. But all of the amazing graphics you see, I mean, if you've adventured with us before, all of Jen's amazing graphics and her images. It's all hand drawn. I don't know when she sleeps, but everything's amazing. And then for this one, she had to remake all those things, but with like a holiday theme and a Christmas market theme. So everything you're going to see tonight, all the graphics, this amazing market guide that she made. I mean, she just spent so much time and poured her heart into this event in terms of really thinking it through. I mean, it's amazing. So we think you're going to love it.
Oh, you're so sweet. So, Amy and I have a great partnership because I get to do like the drawing stuff, and then she does all the adult stuff. And then, and she does all the writing.
I do the boring stuff.
No, right. You do all the creative writing too, which is great because that is so not a strength of mine. But it's one of the reasons that I love to do this with you. It's so fun.
Yay. And then we couldn't do any of this without our event coordinator, Susan, and she's in the comments.
Yes.
And we're going to let you know tonight how you can reach out if you need help with our customer support team. And Susan is the head of that. And whenever you're reaching out to our customer support team, you're getting her. She's awesome, and she's also in the chat for us tonight. So
she is. She's been a complete lifesaver tonight, or this year.
Yes.
Because I didn't realize, so every year that we do the adventure, I kind of build on it a little bit. So like, we start with this, and then the next year we add this, and then the next year we add this. And so all like the patches, the stickers, the all the graphics, all the things like that, all like, again, it was like brand new this time. So it was kind of like way more than I thought. But I did. So I haven't even shown the Facebook group yet, but I actually did get something super, super cool done. I got let's see if I have which one it is. I don't know that I have the picture. But anyways, what's like really super cool is actually we have this travel map. And then I have stickers for the journey that we're going to be taking over the next week. And we're going to have we're going to be able to put little stickers on it as we go. And if you're a part of the VIP, then you get all these things as as downloadables. But we're going to be going through in our chats. We're going to be going to our different locations, which you can kind of see here. We have all these, I think there's 6 of them that we're going to. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But yes, so it was...
the 6 countries.
Yeah. Well, the 6 different markets. But yeah, I think they did end up being all in different countries.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They worked out.
So I honestly didn't think I'd get to do all the fun things, but last minute here I have. The only thing that's still coming yet is, has anybody guessed? The Christmas mug. So the Christmas mug is coming yet. That's like soon. But Amy, so what was kind of crazy about this is that we gave our speakers, so we just like picked a few different speakers and we said, hey, we love you guys, we love what you do. Here's our idea, and we have these 6 different markets, and here's a little bit about the markets. Here's like kind of like the what they're known for. Here's like their colors, kind of like a little bit about the the different what makes them unique, and a lot of that is in the travel guide as well. But that's what we gave our speakers, and then we're like, okay, so go. And so I was like super surprised at how coordinated and how like different everything was, and yet how they all kind of kept to the theme. So do you want to kind of like walk us through some of like the different like things that people are going to be seeing this week?
Yeah, for sure. So as like a general overview, our events are usually travel and adventure themed, and this year we are traveling through the European Christmas markets. So in cities all over Europe, they do these outdoor holiday markets, and they have gifts and crafts and things you can buy and food and drinks. And it's just, lots of Christmas lights and everyone's in a festive mood. And you just kind of wander through all of these market stalls, kind of like an outdoor fair. And you get to experience all of these Christmas delights. So in this event, we're putting together projects from 6 of those different European markets. And since our event is 3 days long, we're going to visit 2 markets each day. So here is our day 1, and we're going to be visiting France and Austria. And you can see on the top there, as Jen mentioned, we gave our speakers the country, and then they got to create something based on the traditions from that country. So you can see Jennifer Maker made some festive DIY shadow box ornaments, and these have been so popular in our Facebook group where people have already made these. I made a lace cover because of the French lace tradition. Jen did a DIY sticker holiday card. Lots of people have made that already, which is really fun. And then on day 1, we'll also visit Vienna, Austria, and you'll get to make some really beautiful ornaments that Gina made for us, Gina Cortez. Elena Anderson made these beautiful photo ornaments. You can see them there. And it looks like a little market stall, which is really cute. And then our friend Lucy Foxworth, who many of you know, she made a really cute little
Lucy!
Alpine Village advent calendar. And those are the little houses. What did you want to say, Jen?
I was just gonna say Lucy is just always like so extra. Like we're like, oh, just do something fun and cute, and she's like, I'll do an entire advent calendar. I'm like, what now?
She's like, I'm gonna make 25 houses. So anyway, what we want to do throughout the event with the projects that our speakers created for us, and then with our chats in the morning, and if you got the VIP, our chats at night, we're going to be talking about walking through the market and all these different experiences that you would have if you were going through them, and things that you would be crafting and making. So that is like the vision for this event. We're so excited.
In fact, actually, the little cards that I did for France, I was actually I did a river cruise a couple years ago and we stopped in Strasbourg. And one of the things that I noticed there was like how over the top like the decorating for the shops were. And so the card that I did is actually based on kind of how those shop fronts just kind of like were just kind of captivating. And so as we go, we're going to do these market after hours as part of like the VIP pass. And so we're going to be able to like show kind of more behind the scenes things, including some like photos, and really kind of, walk you guys through like the streets almost of kind of some of these different places and their markets. So got lots of photos, lots like fun things to show you guys with those. And then I can show you guys a little bit more about those. Yeah.
Yeah. And we don't want it to feel like intimidating or fancy if you haven't been to Europe. Like, I don't know if anyone's been to Epcot in Disney World. Raise your hand in the chat. Let me know if you've been to Epcot. But if you have, you know that it's like a big U shape, and you just walk from country to country. And I like to have like a snack or a drink in each country, and that's just what I do, is walk. You start in France, you get a croissant, you go over here. I like the grapefruit beer. It's, it's just experiencing the different countries. Then there's little shops that you can go in. And so it doesn't have to be this like deep historical,
Oh, yeah, no,
analysis.
we're not doing that.
Yeah. We just want it to be fun, and again, feeling adventurous, feeling creative, and it's kind of nice to learn about other countries' traditions. And so many of them are so beautiful, and then bring them into your own home and your own holiday traditions, which I think is really special.
Yeah, I love the idea of finding inspiration, because I think like the holidays come around every year and sometimes we just like don't even know what to do. And so being able to like kind of look to other places and kind of get, peek in on what they're doing, I think is kind of a fun way to kind of maybe like enrich and inspire our creativity. So, and like, again, the speakers completely like rocked that one. All right, should we go on to day 2?
Yeah, for sure. So let's see. So in day 2, we're going to visit Copenhagen, Denmark, and Nuremberg, Germany. And we're going to make some really pretty paper crafts in this day, but also a really cool felt project from Jen. And I have a faux leather project. So for when we visit Denmark, Sarah Edwards made us these beautiful little gnome decorations.
Yeah.
Oh, and everyone has loved these in the Facebook group. I've seen so many of those cute ones. And then Michelle Price from 12 by 12 cardstock, she made this really pretty Scandinavian Christmas banner. And I think this is beautiful for just hanging in your home, or I've seen it in the Facebook group. People have hung it over their fireplace. It's beautiful. And then Erin Reed made the cutest gnome for the holidays card. It's super cute. It has all these little gnomes, and they look like little postage stamps, and it's adorable.
They do. And actually, she's got some great tips for like printing and cutting in it too, I guess.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. And then I'm not sure if her little gnomes are like special traditional gnomes. You'll have to see when you watch her video. Like, I know that when I did a gnome project also on the 3rd day, and they're like special Scandinavian gnomes. And I think Sarah's gnomes might be special gnomes too. So anyway, you'll see when you watch the video, a lot of the speakers are going to tell you a little bit about the reason why they chose what they chose, as their theme. And that's really fun to learn about. And then let's see. So when we go to Germany, Kelly Russo made the cutest Nutcracker boxes. I think these are
gift
amazing.
Boxes.
I could not believe
they're like
this.
Adorable anyways, but the fact that they're gift boxes is over the top.
I know. It's so cute. I can't believe those. I was so shocked when I saw those. And then Nuremberg, Germany is also famous for its gingerbread. So I did a gingerbread project. It's a little gift card holder. So in the picture, you can see the front is a little faux leather gingerbread house. You can also make this from cardstock, and I mentioned that in the video. And then in the back, there's a little slot for the gift card. And Michelle Price also did a gingerbread project for Germany, and it's a really cute little easel card, which is super cute. And then Jen did this beautiful felt wreath, and I just love that project. It's so pretty. Kelly Russo was making that the other day on a YouTube Live out of paper. So that's another idea for that project.
Yeah, and it totally worked. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have some really exciting projects on day 2 also.
All right. And then day 3.
Yeah. Day 3. So day 3, we are going to visit Krakow, Poland, and Stockholm, Sweden. So this day, we've got my cute little Nordic gnome. My Nordic inspired. Well, they're Nordic gnomes, and they're called tomtas. So it's a little gnome, and these are little stocking tags, so you can personalize them with a name. And I have the little gnome and the little tree. Again, I made them from faux leather, but you could totally make them from cardstock. And then Mim Jenkinson made some really cute little gnome stickers. That's a great print and cut project. And then Debbie O'Neill made this really, really pretty Swedish Dala horse ornament. That's been really popular. I've seen a lot of those in the Facebook group also. Haven't you, Jen, seen a lot of those horses?
I have, and I think that Mim's gnomes are I think they're called Nissi. It's Nisse. Yeah, there's different ones for different countries. So we're gonna actually talk about that in one of the lives.
Yeah, so that's cool, to kind of learn these different things. It's funny, I got an email the other day. I sent out the thing, and someone wrote back and said, "When are the gnomes done?" And I said,
"Yeah, I know.
The gnomes will be done." I told her, honestly, the gnomes will be done when people stop liking gnomes, because everyone loves gnomes. So
yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit too. But I'm kind of thinking, like, part of me was thinking, like, it's going to, like, morph into trolls. And then, I kind of thought Yetis, but the Yeti thing is just not seeming to, like, materialize like I thought it was.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Trolls are not as cute as gnomes.
No. All right, but I was like, I was like, so with the Poland ones, I was like kind of like, I was not really sure like what anybody was going to do. And then like the variety of like, you can see here like the 3 projects. And then we'll talk about a second about the last one here. But the 3 projects, I think, all turned out really differently. What do you think, Amy?
No, they did. So the Poland one. So I made the first one is mine. Also, I made these sort of Polish folk art inspired little jewelry trays, and these are made from faux leather with the inside decoration as heat transfer vinyl. And these are really popular as little jewelry trays or trinket trays. And I guess trinket trays are a popular item in the Polish holiday markets. So that was kind of cool. And then Jen did a really cool thing with air dry clay. So this is not a project you would typically think of as a Cricut project, but she
I like
uses
to do the
Cricut.
strange.
Yeah, Jen always does like, the really cool, interesting things. So she
adventures.
cut a stencil. Yes, she cut the stencil with her Cricut, and then she was able to press the stencil in the air dried clay, and then it makes like the raised pattern, and then she painted the raised pattern. And it's a really cool gift tag. So yeah.
Oh,
let's see.
Oops, shoot, I went the wrong way.
Susan's are saying trolls are a Norway thing. All right, so that's cool.
They are actually.
Then
yes, and then Tracy's. Oh my goodness.
Yes. These are so popular. So she also did a like Polish folk art inspired design. And these are just beautiful, beautiful paper cut ornaments. These are super popular. And if you get the VIP, she's got some really pretty bonus designs also that I've seen.
Yeah, the same style. And so you could actually like have like, I think like 5 different like styles. And then like it would just really look great coordinated on a tree. I think so.
So pretty. And then Corey George and Angie Holden they didn't do projects, but they are going to talk to us about how to make sales at holiday markets, which is really cool because the holidays are a great time to, make a little extra money. And maybe you've always wanted to sell your crafts and you're not quite sure how to get started doing that. The holidays are a great time because everyone loves to shop like at these European markets, walking around, enjoying, the sights and having a drink and a snack and doing some shopping. So they're going to be showing us how to sell at these outdoor markets if you want to try one. So that's going to be really cool too. And that's on the last day.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a little like extra bonus thing that we added to the last day because, we have the whole Christmas market thing, but then so many of our crafters like also do their own kind of, we like to go to the Christmas markets in our own town, the craft shows and things like that. And a lot of people are always asking, well, like, what, can I do this? What would I do? I'm kind of thinking ahead, like, even to next year, like, I really like to make things. What if I was to do something like this? So that's kind of like, kind of how we thought, what, that would be a really cool kind of like way to, wrap up that third day. So we're going to kind of have that at the end.
Yeah, for sure.
A little bonus.
And then for sure. And then another little bonus is in the VIP pass, a lot of our speakers are given commercial use licenses for their projects. Like I did 4 projects and all 4 of my projects have a commercial use license included and as part of the VIP pass. So what that means is if you want to make my little jewelry trays and sell them at a holiday market, you can absolutely do that at no extra, licensing fee. So that's kind of cool. That ties in nicely with Corey and Angie's presentation.
And we do want to say, like, thank you to all of our speakers. Like, we had, like, so many people step up, like, and, like, really just, I was shocked at, like, how awesome everything was. You guys have seen it all now. Like, you've seen all the, like, the projects. I think you guys are thinking it's pretty, like, I'm seeing lots of people in the chat saying that they're really excited about the projects. But these are the different speakers that we have.
So exciting. So, lots of faces that you already know, and a lot of speakers we've already featured, and we've been so honored to have multiple years during the Cricut adventure. So we were so excited when they got super excited like we did, and they just kind of went with it. We just told them, here's pick a country, pick something that works with the country, and they really, really, really blew us away, like Jen is saying. Yeah. So we're so honored and excited.
So we're going to be able to talk to Michelle tomorrow for our first Crass and Coco chat. Oh,
Crafts and cocoa chat. It's
do you
like
guys
the
get it?
crafts and coffee chat.
Because we used
Yes.
to like the crafts and coffee, and it's crafts and cocoa. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So these are something we're going to be doing each day of the next 3 days. We're going to be doing these each morning. And we're going to be talking about what's
Mm-hmm.
up for the day. We're going to be talking to you guys in the chat and finding out more. And then we're going to have a special guest each day as well that we can kind of interview and then talk about like some of their crafting favorites and things like that. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah.
Do you know who our first guest is, Amy?
Yes, I think it's Michelle Price of 12 by 12 cardstock. And I always get so excited when Michelle comes because I love paper crafting. I just don't like have time to do it, but whenever she's here, I get so inspired and I want to make all the paper crafts. She's so talented and so creative. Everything she has ever made for one of our events is like one of the most popular projects. So
Yeah.
we love having Michelle and she's just fun to talk to. Very creative. So yeah,
Okay.
that's tomorrow, right? Did I get it right?
Yeah, you did. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to. Okay, so we're pretty excited. So we actually have the crafts, and then do you want to tell them a little bit about our new edition?
Yes. So Jen had this great idea. Wouldn't it be fun if we got together at night in addition to the morning? So the Jen calls them market after hours and I call them nighttime lives, but it's the same thing. So
Yep.
if you get an email and you're like, what is this? So we're just going to get together at night. It's going to be a little more relaxed and fun. And we're hopefully going to have little festive drinks. And we're going to talk more about like the drinks and the food items that you can find at the holiday markets. We'll kind of recap the day, just have some fun. And then Jen made the incredible holiday market travel guide, this like beautiful,
Ooh, ooh.
it's
Should I
almost
show
like
it?
it's like a designer. Yeah, it's like a designer magazine. And if you have the VIP pass, then you got this in your email. If you did not get this in your email, send an email to our help desk at help@cricutadventure.com and ask Susan about it, Susan and her team. Go back to the beginning, Jen. I missed the beginning part.
Okay. Let me see.
But this is like a quick little walkthrough, but you're not going to believe when you see this. She's got recipes in here. She's got different projects that are well known, like different types of crafts and food items from each of the markets. I mean, it's incredible. And it's 55 pages long. This is just a
Yeah.
cute little like flip through that she
So
made.
so yeah. And then one thing we did is because I was really wanting to make it kind of like a magazine thing. And so rather than like so we do have the market walkthroughs, but then we also have a section about how to give away like how to give handmade gifts without making it really super awkward. Because I see that come up every single year in the Facebook groups. Someone's like, I made this, I gave it to them, it was my heart. And they looked at it like, oh. And so it's kind of like, how do you like go ahead and first of all, how do you like, what are some things you can say that like clues people in that this is something that was like really like, something that you made and like how cool that
Yeah.
was if they're not somebody who makes things and like how much
Yeah.
time and effort and everything. So I added some information or like an article about that. But then what I really love is after that, we have a maker's wish list. And that actually went through like different different tools or different like paper crafting things or different vinyl things. And I actually pulled a lot of those from our speakers get like supplies list to see like kind of like what do they think is like the coolest things ever. And so that's like some of those things. And then just also things that I've seen people kind of talking about or that Amy or I personally like would really, really love or that we recommend. So that's kind of at the end. And I've gotten some really like fun feedback about people just really liking to go through that and take a look at it. So yeah, I thought that was
Yeah.
kind of a fun addition.
And then we have a question in the chat. So the morning, we tried to make it simple. So every morning live will be at 11 a.m. Eastern on our YouTube channel. So we're going to send out a link. Let's start at the beginning. Every morning of the event starting tomorrow, you're going to get an email from us at 9 a.m. Eastern. And it's going to talk about all the things for the day, all the projects, all the links that you can click on to watch the workshops. We're also going to have links for you for that day's live. But if you didn't get the email or you can't find it when you're ready to watch the live, just come back here to our YouTube channel and you'll see the little thumbnail for the little picture, and you'll be able to click on the video and watch it at 11 o'clock. You can also subscribe to our channel, and you'll get notified when the video goes live. Or you can click on a little button underneath the video that says notify me, and it'll send you a little notification when the video is live. So every morning at 11 a.m. is going to be our morning chat. That's the one where we have guests. We're going to talk about the projects, things like that. Now, if you're a VIP, you're going to get a separate email, which is for VIPs. And in that email, you will have a special private link for the nighttime lives. And those are going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern every day. So Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. Okay. So it is important that you're getting your emails if you're a VIP, because that's the only way you're going to get that special nighttime live link.
Yes.
Yes.
And the travel guide also came through an email. The travel guide was an early bird bonus, so everybody who purchases before it starts tomorrow got that as a free bonus. So there's been some emails that you'll get an email if you're just buying it or purchasing tonight, and then it's going to go ahead and it's going to like send you the link to it. Not only do we have like the version where it's a printable PDF, which you guys can totally take someplace and print out. There's a permission to print at the bottom or the back of it. But then there's also a flip version online where it actually is like animated, so you can flip through it. You can do bookmarks. So we have that as a separate bonus page on our blog that you get the link when you sign up or when you purchase the VIP pass.
That's cool. And we are going to be, Jen already told me, print out that workbook, girl, and have it ready so that when we're doing our nighttime lives, because it has recipes and all kinds of fun stuff. So if you are a VIP and you're coming to the nighttime lives, make sure you have it either print it out or have it on your tablet or on your screen or on your phone, and we'll be kind of, going through it together for fun. Now, that is the Holiday Market Travel Guide, what Jen's talking about, the VIP bonus, but that's different from the workbook.
I was just going to say, yep.
Yeah. So the workbook goes with all of the projects. So each day when you are watching the video tutorial and you're downloading the SVGs, you'll be able to download printable instructions for that day's, for that particular project. And then there's, I think, is it VIP only, Jen, the big workbook?
Maybe the workbook that is a VIP only thing as well. But if you if you're doing the free thing each day for, you'll get for 24 hours, you'll also get access to the supply list and things. Because we want to make it, we know that not everybody gets the VIP. And we want to make it, you guys like as successful as possible. So.
Yes, for sure. But then the travel guide is going to be for the nighttime lives. That's where Jen has all the recipes and the fun stuff about the countries. And then the workbook is where you're going to find those supply lists and downloads. But if you have the free ticket, don't worry, you'll be able to download the individual project supply lists and instructions each day. So yeah.
Yes. We want to give everybody what they need to be able to take the adventure with us. As like just a free version. But then this year for the VIPs, we really wanted to kind of because you guys are choosing to go a little bit extra with us, and you're choosing to kind of really get the full experience. And so we really tried to make it more of an experience this year with these nighttime lives. We're going to be doing some taste testing. One of the big things in all the different Christmas markets is they have their own specialty drinks with their own specialty mugs and their own specialty foods. And so we're going to talk a little bit about some of those. I have my mom making some of the recipes at home. So she's going to be able to tell us kind of what,
awesome.
This, I talked to her yesterday and she's like, shoot, if I thought of it, I would have made them and sent them to you. I'm like, oh, Mom, that's sweet, but we can just get your reaction. And I think I saw several people in the comments were saying that they're going to make them as well. So
I love that. And then speaking about the free pass, the free ticket, if you have the free ticket, we don't want you to feel like you're missing out on things. You're going to get the email and access to the same projects that the VIPs do. And you're going to be able to watch all of day one's projects, for example. You have 24 hours to watch them. You have 24 hours to watch them. Download the SVGs, download those printable worksheets. You can watch the video as many times as you want within 24 hours. So we don't want you to feel like you're missing anything.
No, you're going to get
And
everything
then,
you need to, like, again, to be successful, to really, like, to be able to make the projects, to, like, watch the videos, to, like, yeah, no, I mean, it's totally awesome just
yeah.
as is.
Yeah, for sure. And then the next morning, like on day 2 at 9 a.m. Eastern, the day 1 projects will expire if you have the free ticket, and then the 24-hour clock will start on the day 2 projects, and
Yeah.
that's how the free pass works. So yeah,
And then the Facebook group is open to everybody. And so
yes,
I don't know if you guys haven't popped into the Facebook group yet. That I think is like it's like the beating heart of our events, because so many people are in there. So many people are excited. They're getting other people excited. It's like this giant chain effect. They're posting projects. Like we even had Barbara, who actually went in and she posted her parents' or her grandmother's traditional gingerbread recipe from, I think it was gingerbread cookies from Germany. And so, like, people just like, they're really just kind of building building community and sharing. And I just love that group so much.
yes. There's a question: are there going to be freebies from each speaker? So if you
Yes.
have the free ticket, yes, the actual design of the project is a freebie from the speaker, and a lot of the speakers also have additional freebies that you can access, and they'll let you know how. So a lot of times it's joining their email list or some other way of, giving you the access to the freebies. But yes, our speakers have been very, very generous, both with their projects and with some extras for you.
Yeah, the freebies. I was taking a look at some of those today, and the coolness of the freebies themselves are just, it's awesome. And then they also, I think almost everybody has actually a special offer then that's just for the attendees. So that's actually a really cool thing too. And besides all of that, we also have giveaways. Like
Dun,
so many
dun, dun,
giveaways.
dun.
Yeah, like
We do. We have a lot of cool giveaways. Look, watch. Jen's getting excited. She's going to pull up a graphic.
oh no,
Watch.
I was gonna try to share my screen, but I'm not sure if I can. Let's see
Oh,
here.
she handles the technology because this is way too complicated for me.
Okay, so for giveaways, so we actually have there's some host giveaways that are Amy and I, because we're the hosts today, but we're also sponsoring this event. But Amy, do you want to I don't know, do you want to do the sponsor mention that?
Oh yeah. So Jen and I are sponsors. My program is called the Faux Leather Crafters Club, and I actually have a lot of members in the club that are participating in our event, which is awesome. In my club, because my specialty is making faux leather crafts with a Cricut. In the club, we have over 750 members, and I make 2 brand new designs every single week for members. I make a video tutorial, and I give them the SVGs, and they're able to make the projects. And members also have access to, it's almost 3 years now worth of club projects. So that's
My
really
gosh,
fun.
it's like
And
insane. It's like huge.
yeah, but it's pretty fun. So that's my club, and you'll learn more about that during the event. And as a host, I am giving away 4 gift cards to my SVG shop, and I'm also giving away. Let me see. So that's for my membership.
Yep. And then you're also giving
Yeah,
away a Cricut Maker 4 bundle.
a Cricut Maker 4 bundle, which is pretty cool. So yeah.
I have
And
it
then
as
Jen,
host
you
giveaway,
have a
but
really
that's a sponsor.
cool.
Oops.
Yeah.
I do.
And then Jen, do you want to tell them? Go ahead.
Yes. So actually, I did a couple things this year because I'm like getting all weird. Because what I wanted to do is, sorry, I wanted to kind of introduce you guys to something that I'm launching in the next month or so, and that is my Procreate Playground, and that is a month-by-month membership where I actually go in and do a live drawing tutorial. I do a kind of a squirrel session where we like kind of go ahead and we take some of the drawings that we're doing and we turn it into some kind of fun thing, whether it's magnets like bookmarks, or we turn it into there's just like all kinds of different things. But like my heart has always been, let's show you how to draw something in Procreate and then turn it into like something that you can like give or hold in your hand. So it's not just like on your screen, but it's something that you can, do something with. And so that is something that's going to be starting up. And so as kind of like a, hey, this is cool and this is coming, I'm actually going to be giving away an iPad Air with an Apple Pencil Pro, along with 3 months in that membership. So that is going to be super cool.
Fancy.
But then I
Fancy.
always feel bad for
sorry.
the people that Oh, yeah, no, that's okay. I always feel bad for the people that are like internet, like not in the US, because the physical things are like you would do it digital to, or we do it for the US. Most of the giveaways are actually digital because they're for like the internationals. But what I wanted to do is do something kind of super special. And so we're doing this tingly. That is like the little box thing you'll see there. And that is actually an experience. So if you win that, then you actually get credit towards. Have you ever done like a VA tour, or you go to someplace and you like hire a guide, or you go and like you take like a tour someplace, or have some kind of experience? So you actually get credit towards an experience, and it has over 100 different countries that you can take these experiences in. So there's something hopefully for everybody who's international.
That's
So,
very
yeah.
cool. And I just want to pop in for just a second and say, I'm seeing in the chat a lot of questions about like, how do I get to the giveaways? What's the Facebook group? Things like that. It's really important that you look for that 9 a.m. Eastern email, because that email is really long. And not only do we have links to each day's workshops and how to watch them, we have a little blurb about to enter the giveaways, click here. To see the supply list, click here. Like we have little handy links for you for all the questions that
Yes.
that are coming up. These are all really important things that you want to know, and we tried to put those all in those 9 a.m. emails. So the
And
emails
actually,
are different. Whether, oh, sorry, go ahead.
keep going.
I was going to say the emails are different if you are a VIP or if you're a free ticket holder, because the content is slightly, how you're going to access it is slightly different. But just make sure you're checking your spam folder, your junk folder, check for those things. And then if you are not seeing the email, then send us an email at help@cricutadventure.com so we can help you figure out why you're not getting the email. And I'll tell you, 99% of the time, you're not getting the email because either your email service provider is like kicking it back, it's like bouncing back to us, or it's coming back as spam, or there was like a little oopsie typo in your email when you registered. And Susan and her team can help with both of those things. But generally speaking, that's what the issue is.
So I also wanted to just kind of like mention too, at the top of the different pages that we have on the website, there is like a giveaway tab. There is a schedule tab. There is an FAQ tab with like links to like the different things. So that I feel like that will kind of like make it like easier, and then
Yeah.
to find those things. So we'll go through the giveaways a little bit as over the week goes, because there's actually quite a lot of those. And it's just like really fun to see like all the different things that the different speakers have donated, and just kind of like the different like the variety of things. It's like you get to like
Yes.
your own little like there's like the Christmas gifts you're making for them, and the Christmas gifts that you get for you, and it's just like the
Yeah.
sparkle that we love to have like for these events.
And the other thing I wanted to mention, when you get that 9 a.m. email and you get the different links to watch each workshop, scroll down on that page. So at the top of the page, you're going to see the workshop video and it'll play. But underneath, you're going to look for a big button that's going to say that's where your downloads are. So your SVG downloads, your printable guides, your supply list. Keep scrolling down, because then you have a special offer from the workshop presenter. You have their freebies. You have other information from them. So just scroll all the way down that page for all the goodies.
Yeah. So I'm seeing here there's a couple comments about things, and like as like far as like what's available for the free, what's available for the VIP. So we have more information about that in the actually on the VIP pass page, which you guys can go ahead and click. It's in the description for this video. So that is very clear, like, hey, this is what you get if you get that VIP pass. So
Yep. So
yes.
in a nutshell, the VIP pass is going to give you instant access and ongoing access. So basically, you don't have that 24-hour clock anymore for each of the 3 days. You're going to have 3 years of access to all of the video presentations, all of the downloads, and all of the freebies and the extras from the speakers. Then you're going to get bonuses from the speakers. So lots of speakers gave bonuses that are extras. You're going to get the small business, like commercial use license, if the speaker granted that access. You're going to get the Jen's holiday market guide. If you upgrade to VIP before we start tomorrow morning, you'll get that guide. And what else do we get with VIP? We get the nighttime lives, the aftermarket hours lives that are special. And
yeah, those are going to be a lot of fun. I'm like, I've got some like ideas for that. Like, I'm like excited. Amy does not know all the things I have planned.
I just show up. I just show up and say, what are we doing today? I'm just flying by the seat of my pants.
Well, the cool thing is then you just kind of have to go along with it. And I'm just like, I'm sitting there giggling and rubbing my hands.
Yes. So the VIP has lots of cool bonuses, which is nice. But if you're someone who, is busy this weekend, maybe, sometimes we have people that tell us, I'm going into surgery, I'm going out of town, whatever the case is, and you're going to miss these like 24-hour windows to watch and download. If you get the VIP, you don't have to worry about those time limits. So that's really nice too.
Yeah, and then something I just noticed in the comments as I was kind of going through them a little bit is that people are asking, like, are there going to be replays for the lives? And yes, we actually just like the same link. It basically just like rolls right over into our replay. And those ones that the coffee or the cocoa chats in the morning, those are just going to be available for forever. If you look on our YouTube channel under the lives, you're going to see there's like 35 of them. So that's totally cool.
Yeah.
And then
the nighttime lives. Oh, sorry. Did you want to say that?
I just say the nighttime lives will also have a replay available. It's just that, again, those are unlisted. So you can use that same link that will send you to the live is actually going to like send you to that replay as well. So no matter where you are, you're going to be able to watch those at any time. In fact, my mom puts them on and just like listens to them in the background and like replays them. She's like, oh, it just like rolled over into like one of the other ones. So I just kept going. I'm like, all right.
So we know that it's a lot because we spend months planning this and, working to put together a bunch of goodies for you and a really exciting experience. And we work with all these speakers. We know it's a lot of information. The most important thing to know is that we're spending 3 days, and each of those 3 days, if you have the free ticket, you're going to have 24 hours to watch that day's workshops. And each day has about 6 workshops. So you're going to watch them. You're going to download the SVGs for the projects you want to make, download the printable guides, and just get crafting. Whether you want to make 20 projects or you want to make 3 projects, it's totally up to you. And you can only do that if that's what you want to do. And then if you want to do more, then go on our Facebook group and start sharing your work. Come to the market lives and get the VIP pass and hang out with us and let's talk about hot cocoa and all kinds of things. You can do as much or as little as you want to. But that once you have your free ticket or your VIP pass, that morning email at 9 a.m. is going to be like your guide for the day.
Yeah.
And it's going to have links to everything you need.
So I also think that I think it's like so events like these have a lot of momentum and a lot of like there's just like a lot of excitement, and so it's a really good time to like if you haven't been into your craft room for like a couple days or a couple weeks or a couple months, it's a really good time to like maybe just say like one thing, just start with one, like pick one project, maybe something that you already have the supplies for, watch that one video, and then go ahead and like just then at least you've done one thing, and then be sure to post it. We actually have patches in the Facebook group that I just added today, and one of those was is just like I made a project. It was like I made something from Strasbourg, or I made I did a print and cut stickers. So you guys, those patches are just kind of another fun extra thing. I put it so that you guys can screenshot that post if you like and just post it in there. You reward yourself and tell people in the group, and we're all going to be cheering for you.
And if that's too complicated, because I'm like the patches, I'm like, I don't know how to do that. If it's too complicated, just take a photo of your work and post it in the Facebook group, just like you post any other photo of your dogs or your family, whatever. Take a picture of your project, post it in the Facebook group, and you will be surprised by how many people gave you love and comment and say what a great job you did. It really makes us feel good, and it inspires all of us to give us ideas. You might see, oh, I really like how someone did that with red and green, or I want to do it with silver instead of gold, and it's really inspiring and fun.
The vibes in that Facebook group, like always, like I cannot tell you. I'm like, it feels like kind of redundant because I'm like, oh my gosh, you made me smile so big, and oh my gosh, I can't believe this. You're so sweet, and it's like I like say a lot of these things over and over again, but it's because I'm like looking and reading these things, and it makes me feel so full. and like, you know, of just like, you know, all the sweet things, not only that you're saying to me and to the other speakers, but to the other people in these groups or, you know, who post. So you guys are like the sweetest things ever. So please, you know, go ahead and join that if you haven't yet.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna my evil laugh. I'm just gonna say one more thing really quick about. I noticed in the comments that people were asking about like, are there any Procreate like workshops in this event? And there is not, because what we had, you know, just these 3 days, and I really wanted to have some like, you know, I wanted to have crafts that anybody could do. But what I did do is I actually. So for my sticker cards, I'm actually going to do a live on my personal channel after this event that's going to show you how I did the design. And you guys can design with me. And you're going to actually get like the brush set and everything. And we're going to make some more shop fronts, maybe for Valentine's Day or for I was going to say for Leprechaun Day. But yeah, we're gonna, so I kind of split it up. So instead of doing like a workshop that is like Procreate and like the Cricut part together, I have just the Cricut part, so, you know, everybody can do it. And then later on, after the event, we're going to kind of keep the party going, and then we're going to kind of move into the Procreate part. So I love that. I think that's going to be fun. And I think it's going to be nice because, you know, people can, like, you know, everybody can make the sticker card then and not feel like they can't. So.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And print and cut is fun. What I especially love about this event is a lot of the projects are super accessible, you know, like, lots of people can do print and cut. There are tons of cardstock projects, which is inexpensive. Everyone has cardstock laying around. So those are all, we wanted the projects to be, you know, like easy for you to jump in on and just kind of make and feel like, all right, I made some gifts for the holidays, and have fun and not have it feel like, oh, I need to buy all these supplies right at the holiday time.
Yeah, or maybe you just like make, you know, just like, you know, say, okay, I'm just going to make a card, or I'm just going to make, you know, like something that like, I mean, just like, don't make it like hard. So if you're like overwhelmed and you know you're overwhelmed, don't try to do everything. You know, like you're going to enjoy the experience a lot more if you just make one or two things than if you try to do it all. So
yes, and that's what's great about it being free. If it's free, you don't feel like, oh, I have to make 20 projects. No one's going to make 20 projects.
Because you can't. Yeah.
Right. We don't give out gold stars for making 20 projects. If you make one project and you're happy with it and you enjoyed, you know, the hours that you spend crafting it, that's what we want.
Yeah. So I think that like oh my gosh, Amy, we're right up until like the hour here. So we try to keep our chats to about an hour. We don't really want to take more of your time than that. Plus, you know, it's like, I'm sure you're getting bored of us at this point, but, and you're going to see us like lots more this week. So that's like, you know, we all get to look forward to that. Right. But I think that we got most of the, did we kind of talk about most of everything here? And again, you guys can talk to like help at cricutadventure.com.
You have the slides. All right, hang on. Let me review my notes.
We were going to do giveaways.
Oh, yes, we want to do giveaways. And if there are any burning questions that Susan has not answered for you, the Facebook group is another place. Well, no, let me take that back. The Facebook group is a place to ask questions like, you know, I don't have this glue. Is there a glue that someone else used for this project that they recommend? Or what do you think about the colors I'm choosing? Those kind of questions. If you have questions about how to find things or the VIP pass or how to download, those questions are going to go to our help desk at help@cricutadventure.com. But okay, so Facebook group is a great place to ask questions and share.
Okay, so people are saying in the comments that they're like shocked that I'm not doing Procreate. You guys, so because I'm going to be launching the Procreate Playground, I have several different Procreate things like lives coming up planned. And there's like actually like you guys get a bonus brush set that's the Christmas market brush set that I'll show you guys this week that you would get when you sign up for the wait list for that. So you guys, there's going to be so much Procreate even though not in this event. I'm sure I'm going to even talk about it in the chats because I can't not.
So any burning questions that Susan hasn't answered, let us know in the chat. And Jen, you want to do giveaways or is Susan doing giveaways? What are we doing?
I am drawing them right now.
Oh, okay. See, I don't do any of the tech stuff. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's so awesome.
Okay. So, drum roll, we're giving away 3 VIP passes tonight. And
Oh, cool.
we're going to do that during different, like all the chats. So these are separate than the giveaways that we actually have on that giveaway page we showed you. This is something we do during the lives.
Okay.
So we have Pat Schindeldecker.
Okay.
So she is one of our winners. Lou Penfold.
Okay.
And Marie Barnes. Okay, can I just say
All right.
Schindeldecker? That's actually my best friend from like elementary school's last name. So
Really?
which is not a usual name, but yeah, it's
and Marie
fun.
Barnes. So what do the winners need to do?
So actually, what they can do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to post each day's winners also on this. We have a live giveaway page for just like the chats that we and the giveaways, and so we'll post them there. But if you guys could go ahead and contact us at help@cricutadventure.com, what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and when you do that, if you're one of the winners, then contact us, and then we're going to either give you the pass if you haven't got one yet, or if you've actually already purchased the pass, then we give you the option of we can refund the cost of it, or you can gift it to somebody else. So that is a thing.
Love that. So
Yeah.
if you, one of the 3 winners that Jen just announced, send us an email at help@cricutadventure.com, and we, which means Susan, because we will forget, Susan is going to take care of all
the royal we.
Yes. Yes. It's the royal we, but without Susan, none of this stuff happens. So,
Yes.
send an email and we will take care of you. And then every live we do, we'll have more fun giveaways.
So it sounds too like that some of the people are being able to find the Facebook group. And so it's actually called Cricut Crafting Adventure Attendees Group. And I think there's a link to it at the bottom of all our pages in the footer. But you can we can also, I think, do you put it in the emails too, Amy?
Yes, it's in the email. So you're when you registered, if you find that email that I sent right when you registered, there's a link to the Facebook group in that email. And there'll be a link to the Facebook group tomorrow in tomorrow's email also. But you can also just search, if you don't have any of that, you can search Facebook, Cricut Crafting Adventure Attendees Group, and just request to join.
Yes. In fact, I just popped on to do the winners, and I noticed that we have like 15 people already waiting to like get in. So I will go
that's awesome.
And do that soon.
So I just want to recap real quick. Tomorrow morning, check your email, 9 a.m. Eastern. Okay. If you don't see the email, check your spam folder, check your junk folder. Ask your husband, did you go in our email account? This happens all the time. If you share your email with your husband's going in there, he's checking that email, and he's like, I don't need this, and he puts it in the
He's like, oh, no more crafting for her.
Right. Ask the people in your house, did you see the email? Okay, so do that first. And then reach out to us at help@cricutadventure.com, and Susan will get to the bottom of it. Susan and her team. So don't worry. It's not just Susan like going through, 2 messages an hour. We have a team. We're going to get to all of your questions. And she's really good at figuring out, did it bounce back? Was there a little typo when you registered your email? And she'll get it all fixed for you.
Yes.
So
and then
make sure you're looking for that email, because we start tomorrow at 9 a.m. Hi, Shirley.
And also, you guys, the Facebook group is optional. You don't have to join it. It's just a fun thing. But yes, if you have any other questions that we missed, feel free to go ahead and email us at help@cricutadventure.com. And then also, we're going to be live with the chat again tomorrow for our Crafts and Cocoa chat.
Yeah.
Amy, it's starting.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea until Jen tells me 15 minutes before. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. So Jen sent me some cookies in the mail. Do y'all want to see the cookies real quick? Jen sent me cookies. All right. Gingerbread cookies. Wait, let me see if I can show you.
It's hard to
look. It's a whole little package of little gingerbread cookies.
Well, they're called the Buchen or Labuchen. I have to look how to slice things, but they're actually German gingerbread
I don't know,
cookies.
But it says gingerbread with 14% nuts and kernels, 3 varieties. So we're going to be cracking these bad boys open.
Because I didn't realize until I did the recipes for the travel guide, but like there's like filled gingerbread cookies. Like they have filling in them.
Oh.
Like sometimes they have
okay.
chocolate in them.
Ooh.
I know, right?
So
yeah.
Nighttime live, daytime live, business, talking crafts and guests. Nighttime live, something about some Google wine or I don't know what some kind of hot chocolate thing. And I'm here for the cookies and the Google wine and
actually I did so each of the market has like their own type of like mulled wine or something like that, but they also like there's like people like that are drinking like hot cocos. Like funky cool hot cocos. So I thought, like not everybody's gonna be like down with the wine. So I thought, we'll talk about both.
Perfect.
And Amy, I think you said you had like one that was like a family recipe too. So we'll talk about that.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
So yeah, that is gonna be the evenings. But yeah, I think that's it. And look at we like 7:03. Like we are so good. What do you say, Amy? Are we ready for tomorrow?
We did it. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited. And it looks like everyone's going to bed early to be ready for tomorrow. So I'm going to do that too.
Okay, sounds good. All right, we will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Bye.
Yep. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.